Have you ever wanted to copy the layout of your favorite streamer or content creator? Or maybe you have a friend whose gameplay interface is less than desirable and you want to help them out. Today's update brings you interface sharing, a new feature that's going to make that possible. But before we get into that, one quick announcement. There's going to be some upcoming maintenance on February 4th, that is tomorrow, the day after this video. Essential plan maintenance for all of RuneScape and old school game worlds. Again, February 4th. This is going to happen at 9 to 10:30 BST, 1 to 2:30 PST, or 4 to 5:30 EST. During this period, all game worlds will be temporarily unavailable, so plan your game time and gameplay around those times accordingly. Now, with today's update, you can now finally share your interfaces, either giving your friends or people you know your UI setup or copy one from your favorite streamer. Players will be able to look up other players' UI presets to create a copy of them, then customize them with any tweaks and changes they want to fit their own design. To get started, simply you want to open up your options menu and select Edit Layout Mode. Here you'll find the usual load and manage options, but with today's update, a new option to load from a player will appear. Here you will just enter the name of the player whose UI you want to look at. Click into the UI you want to preview, make any changes that fit your needs, and save it as your own presets, then a new UI is instantly yours. If you want to go a step further to help your fellow players, hit the cog beside the player name load box to bring up the interface sharing options. Here you can turn on game window size, and this will add your resolution to the preset when viewed. Resolution is very important as not everyone is playing on the same shape and size of screen, so keep this in mind when checking out different UIs. Or if you want to keep the UI all to yourself, you can turn off interface sharing in the settings menu. They also added a naming option that will help you track which of the setup is which. With these tools under your belt, you'll be able to change around your UI much easier and even share them with your friends. Please note that this feature will not function until an account has either completed or skipped the tutorial, as it makes reference to a specific layout, and being able to alter it beforehand would likely result in issues. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video so far, please hit that like button. If you're not subscribed yet and you'd like to stay up to date on all things RuneScape related, then hit that subscribe button. Thank you. With that out of the way, we're now going to check out the patch notes and see what's been updated with today's update, so let's go ahead and check it out. Starting off with some general changes, updated the sounds when catching implinks, readjusted the ground north of the Novite and Gratonium ore veins location to remove any seams in the ground. The following items can now be stored inside group storage: Anachronia Codex pages, Bucket of Slime, Harmonic Dust, Spicy Stew in all colored spices, Arathor's Grimroar, Incamdo Madoc, Royal Crossbow, Cave Nightshade, and Torn Blueprint fragments Howl's Workshop. It's now possible to use a bucket of milk, honey, and guam on the basket or baby Sarah during the Meaning History quest. Group Iron Man players will no longer receive a message stating that they've made progress towards the Hellware collection log when they receive a Drygor weapon from the Calphite King. The Mass Capability Codex now displays unlock requirements for each option. Text will no longer be truncated when building furniture in a player-owned house. The Circus Teleport to Lodestone option will now teleport players to Fort Ferenthy whenever the circus takes place at King's Road. Resolve the typo in the quest journal entry for Once Upon a Time in Gilnor Fortunes. Updated mutated Zygomites to allow aggression potions to work as expected. Fixed an additional bug with mutated Zygomites melee attack that caused it to always deal 1 damage. Updated mutated Zygomites stats in line with their combat level, giving them slightly more damage and increased health, so players in level appropriate gear are less likely to one-shot them. The Shade Robe items have been renamed as both top and bottom shared the same name. The Examine option on the top has also been changed. Amended a non-immersive line of text when talking to Denil. Players can no longer enter an Ooglog pool while beginning a duel with another player. Minor update to ensure players receive a life point bonus after burning 5 logs of the same type. Imperial Coronational Gauntlets are now displayed correctly. Players will now receive XP when saving a log at a portable brazier or the Prifddinas bonfire. Equipping the Bubble Blower when the prison uniform top is worn will no longer cause the hand of female player characters to stick through their head. Players will now always receive a chat message when the Dark Facet of Luck doubles a clue casket upon completion of a treasure trail. Made some adjustments to the price check interfaces of the various NPCs in the Grand Exchange to fix instances of text overlapping. Added a failure message when the player attempts to withdraw materials from the smithing interface with a full backpack. And harvesting multiple crops when using a patch bomb or farming skill cape now awards the correct amount of reputation at the player-owned farm. Moving on to some graphical changes, fixed an issue that caused the Oathbreaker outfit override to stretch when used with a female character model. Fixed clipping of capes with the vampiric chassis override. The glowing VFX for Harmony, Corruption, and Salvation auras now apply correctly over the male player model eyes. Birder Rot Citizen Callan's resting animation is no longer broken. Fixed the chat head of Dr. G. Hearn. Dark Wizard Elijah no longer clips through rocks in the cutscene during What Mine Is Yours quest. And finally, remove particle effects from Blood Dyed Noxious Staff and the Scythe and Staff of Siliske when sheathed for consistency with other sheathed weapons. That is it for your patch notes. Links to everything discussed in this video down in the description below. Head on over to check them out if you wish to do so. If you missed last week's video, it'll be on the screen now. Click on that. Looking forward to seeing you there, and if not, I'll see you in the next RuneScape news coverage video. Till then, I am out. Aloha.